Now we're going to show you how we had some success getting some vaccine appointments through the San Antonio Health Department vaccination at the Alamo Dome. The way you're going to do that is you're going to call 311. Before you call, it's important that you have all of the information that the San Antonio Health Department will need from you for every person that you'd like to make an appointment for. You should be able to make appointments for multiple folks. We were able to earlier this week. You'll need full name, date of birth, cell phone number, alternate cell phone number, email address, and you'll also need home address for those folks. The first thing that you'll do is you'll call 311. Now, I'll tell you that Jill and I both have iPhones. We do not have an Android. Sure, this is a little bit different on an Android. Apologize for that, but for those with an iPhone, this will tell you exactly how to do it. Call. I like to put it on speaker. Now, once you call, one of several things could possibly happen. You might get a fast, busy signal. You'll want to hang up and try again. You might get a recorded message from your cell phone carrier, Sprint, Verizon, what have you, saying that the call cannot be completed. Again, hang up and redial. You might simply get disconnected. Hang up and redial. You also might get a recording that says, you've called at an extremely busy time. Please call back later, and then the line is disconnected. Redial. If you're really lucky, what you'll get is a message that says you are number, say, 70 in the queue.
There are 26 callers ahead of you.
That's a great sign, and it sounds like 70 is a high number and it's going to take a while, but that's actually really good news if you can get that far. Now, keep in mind, you may still get disconnected at any time. One of the times that I called, after trying several times, I got in and I was told I was number 76, I believe, in the queue. And then there was a recorded message with different information from the city of San Antonio. And then they would say I was number 40, number 30. And then at that point, I was disconnected and I had to start again. So you could get disconnected at any time. Now, here's a really important point. After you've been in the queue for about 30 minutes, and this happened to us every single time, about 30 minutes, the line goes silent. There's no more recorded message, no more information from the city of San Antonio. It's silent. The first thing you'll think is, I've been disconnected. But if you look at your phone, you'll see that the call is still connected and your timer is still counting. It's actually a really good sign when the phone goes silent, because the very next thing that will happen is you'll have a live human being on the other end of the line that can take your appointment. So whatever you do, if you get that silence after about 30 minutes on hold, do not hang up, because you're actually really close to getting where you need to be. So again, the information that you need to have to make appointments for folks is full name, date of birth, cell phone number, an alternate cell phone number, an email address, and a home address where the person lives. What'll happen is you'll schedule the appointment. They'll tell you what they have. You can't be picky. You can't say Tuesday doesn't work for me. You take whatever they give you. You'll schedule the appointment, and then immediately after scheduling the appointment, the cell phone number and the email address that you provided will receive a confirmation that will include a QR scan code that will be what the person getting the vaccination will use when they show up at the Alamo Dome for verification of their appointment. Now, another thing is, on the phone, they may ask you if the person you're scheduling an appointment for can stand in line for long periods of time. If the person can't, just tell them no. It's absolutely no problem. They have two ways to vaccinate folks at the Alamo Dome. You can either stay in your car the whole time and they'll vaccinate you, screen you, do all the paperwork, everything in the car. I do recommend that you take someone with you to drive for you if you're going to get vaccinated in that manner. It's just kind of a lot to manage, trying to figure out where to go and fill out the paperwork on the clipboard and such. So I highly recommend that you tag team that, take someone with you as a driver. If you are able to stand for long periods of time, and we do mean long periods of time, you can tell them, no, this person can stand. Keep in mind, it has been taking folks about 2.5 hours to get through the process. So when they say stand for long periods of time, you need to be prepared for a minimum of 2.5 hours standing in line, walking up a lot of stairs. And again, don't be shy. If that's not something that's going to work for you, just let them know when you schedule the appointment, that you can't do that. Now, in addition, when you get to the Alamo Dome, you're going to go to parking lot B, and you're going to see that the police are out there directing traffic, blocking traffic. It's very well organized, very well run, very intuitive. If you just get to the Alamo Dome, to parking lot B, people will direct you the whole rest of the way through that process. At that time, you can tell them, I cannot get out of my car and stand for long periods of time. I need to stay in my car. They're very friendly. They'll say, that's fine. When I took my mother-in-law through, they said, just put your flashers on and go this way. And we did. And so it's absolutely no problem. They understand a lot of people can't do that. And it's not a problem at all. So just let them know. So I think that's everything that we have learned through our personal experience with the vaccination at the Alamo Dome. Everything from how to schedule the appointment to getting the actual vaccine. They will schedule your second dose appointment before you leave. They will also monitor you for 15 minutes after you receive the vaccine to ensure that you don't have any adverse reactions to the vaccine. So I think that's everything that we're aware of that we wanted to share with you about getting the vaccine through the Alamo Dome. Now, keep in mind, as you go through this attempting to get an appointment, it's going to change all the time. Sometimes they will have vaccines, first dose, and you can make appointments. Sometimes they won't, and they're only making appointments for second dose. But as long as you're persistent and you just keep calling and also seek out vaccination through other methods such as University Health System, etc., eventually you will get your vaccine.